At this point, you're probably not avoiding therapy because of stigma. You're probably avoiding therapy because you've become very good at coping.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So today I thought we'd cover this story that came out. Prince Harry's lawyers, it should be Prince Harry, is accused of dishonesty, fraud, and conspiracy. This is the latest update about allegations that have been made over the past year. Situation is really ugly, just getting uglier. Prince Harry is the source of it, as we all know. Allegations include payments for sworn evidence and the deliberate creation of a misleading email chain. So it says here, Duke and Duchess of Sussex, his lawyers have been accused of dishonesty, fraud, conspiracy. Blah blah blah. Prince Harry, Baroness Lawrence, Sir Elton John are among 7 claimants. Harry will fly to Britain for the opening of the trial against Associated Newspapers on Monday. So that would be the 19th, which is Martin Luther King Day. I bet there'll be a big Sussex squad showing up there in the courtroom, I wonder. Anyway, so he's going to fly there for Monday and the opening of the trial. Harry is due to give evidence on Thursday. David Sherborne told the courts the publisher planned to make exceptionally serious allegations that are wholly objectionable. So, we all know that Harry has been allegedly bribing or coercing, threatening possibly these witnesses that claim that they did phone hacking. Harry is a hypocrite because he works with phone hackers. So witnesses intimidated. Gavin Burrows, private investigator, whose disputed evidence was instrumental in persuading many of the claimants to sue, believe there's been a blatant attempt to intimidate him. Mr. Burrows is so fearful for his safety that he does not want the parties involved to know his whereabouts, and he has applied to give evidence remotely with his location concealed even from the lawyers. So this man was threatened. I'm sorry. There's just no other way. He's like, I'm not telling you where I am. I'm not going there. I'll appear by camera. I'll be able by video. So this is ugly. This is looking really bad. This looks like Harry and his team is what it looks like. He's seriously threatening people. This is the man. Without this man's testimony, there's no court case at all. Okay, so this whole thing has been created by Harry and his team through threats and intimidation, in my opinion. It's what it looks like. All the evidence is pointing that way, in my opinion. Said Tom Poole, or Mr. Burrows, said that the private investigator, quote, has always been fully willing to give evidence voluntarily, but is concerned that by doing so, he puts himself at personal risk. He added that he was contacted yesterday afternoon by Byline Times. I've covered Byline Times in the past, as I'm sure TRG and others have. I'm sure you've heard of it. Byline Times is the newspaper that Harry created with a couple of former phone hackers. Dan Wooten's written about this, as well as others, Steeple Times, others. Yeah. Prince Harry created a newspaper. Well, it's not really a newspaper. It's a website, but whatever. It claims to be a newspaper calling itself Byline Times, and it's publishing articles every day. And the Sussex Squad used this to promote Harry and Meghan. So it's all PR propaganda for Harry and Meghan. And so this quote unquote newspaper, in other words, Prince Harry's friends contacted this witness who is afraid to give his location. So he's being harassed, in my opinion, directly by Prince Harry here, because it's with his friends here at Byline Times that Harry started. So, and he even mentioned this to the judge in court. He said he was contacted yesterday afternoon by Byline Times, which he understands works in close connection with the claimant's legal representation. representatives, i.e., Prince Harry. So he rightly or wrongly has interpreted this email, which was saying that are going to be publishing an article about him today, and he has interpreted that rightly or wrongly as a blatant attempt to intimidate him at the commencement of trial before he is due to give evidence. But we already know what he's going to say. He's going to say he didn't write the letter. So, the article from Byline Times, Prince Harry's Byline Times, is going to be a smear campaign against him. See, everything Harry and Meghan accuse others of, they're doing. And Harry's doing this in a court case. So it has previously been alleged that Byline Investigates, a sister publication. So Harry not only has Byline Times, he also has Byline Investigates, a separate website or sister publication. Has no publication. It's a freaking website. Has been used to advance Harry's arguments since before litigation even began. Many such stories have been written by a Graham Johnson, who is a convicted. So this is a Byline's reporter here. Graham Johnson, a convicted phone hacker who used to work for News of the World and has since aligned himself with the campaign group called Hacked Off. And he is now, get this, a core member of Prince Harry's legal research team and has been gathering evidence against Associated for several years. So Harry works with phone hackers to start a Byline Times to smear people and promote him and Meghan. And it's these hackers that Harry's claiming the newspapers hacked him. Harry is in cahoots with these hackers, in business with them, and they're helping do this whole court case to create and fabricate the circumstances for this court case to sue. So Mr. Burrows has told the court that a witness statement dated August 2021, in which he appeared to admit to targeting, quote, a large number of private individuals over a number of years, including Prince Harry, Sir Elton John, by hacking phones and bugging cars, he says was, quote, prepared by others without my knowledge. He insists that his pivotal witness statement was, quote, completely false, and the signature on the statement is, quote, a forgery. So this is what Harry is using to sue the newspapers with. A forged, completely false letter that this guy, Gavin Burrows, has said from the beginning, I didn't write that. That's not my letter. And this is what this is Harry's only evidence to go to court with. And Harry is using Byline Times, allegedly, to threaten the guy before the court case. I mean, wow. Talk about career criminal. Just how evil can he get, Mr. Burrows is unable to attend court. He lives abroad, has been advised not to take long-haul flights due to a medical condition. So there's that court case where Harry's abusing and apparently producing forgeries in order to take the newspapers to court. Harry's using intimidating witnesses. Really ugly, evil, criminal stuff that he gets away with because he's a royal family member. Very evil. And speaking of evil, this article just popped up, unrelated but related to Harry. Shabana Mahmood, humiliated as Home Office funded migrant work app exposes labor lies. So apparently she has an app for the illegal immigrants, telling them helping them get jobs and how to get around the UK and giving them incentives. So after, her party said they were going to, keep the borders secure, the borders. So the app exposes complete lies behind Labor's promises. Labor is the party of open borders, and this app exposes the complete lies behind their promise to smash the gangs. Instead of stopping illegal crossings, they are using hundreds of millions of taxpayers' money to throw up yet another neon welcome sign for illegal immigrants. And remember, this woman is the reason Harry's going to court again, a different court case for his security. Shabana Mahmood. Prince Harry had formerly requested Prince Harry lost the security case, but now he applied with Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood to open up the case again, and now he's going back to court, opening it again. Yeah. So that's the woman who's helping Harry with that. And I just remember, back in 2021, remember this letter, December, actually this is from 2023, about Harry with his fake car chase in New York. And it's just a reminder of how nasty Harry is when he wrote to a New York City police detective, Chief Hart, police chief here, and he had this person write to demand that they act on arresting reporters. Remember this letter he wrote? He said, I am writing, this is from, again, December 21st, 2023. Said, I am writing on behalf of the Duke of Sussex as he has asked that certain things be taken care of by this Friday as it relates to the incident last May in New York City. Okay, last May being the fake car chase. Before he moves forward with an official complaint against the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, Duke feels intentionally misled and is suspicious of a cover-up. He would like an updated letter sent to RASP with a cover letter stating that at this point there is no travel to New York City coming. And second, he would like the arrests of paparazzi to happen or to have an official letter stating why they have not been arrested, or a letter from the DA's office on why they haven't accepted charges. So Harry's saying, I want your DA, I want your mayor, I want your chief of police. Harry thinks every civil servant in the United States is at his beck and call. I want this by Friday. Do this, or I want a letter, or do that, or I want a letter from that one. And it went on. It said he intends to file a formal complaint about the handling of the situation since May and a complaint against you on whether the DA's office has the evidence of the paparazzi in the first place to press charges. The Duke has contacted Governor Gavin Newsom's office to assist in finding the right point of contact in the Manhattan District Attorney's Office or higher up for further discussions. If there's anything you would like me to formally pass on to the Duke, please let me know and I would be happy to do so. And it doesn't say who the name is. This is Vice President of Torchstone Global. And Torchstone Global is a security company, a service-based business offering risk identification, advisory, innovative protection. So Harry had the vice president of a security company write this letter. He can't threatening. I want to talk to the DA. I've got Governor Newsom. I want letters. I want arrests, or else you better make an official letter explaining to me exactly why. I mean, this is how Prince Harry behaves towards high-level officials. That's when Biden was still in office. So he had the power then. And now he has the audacity to insult President Trump again and again. He's really, Harry thinks he's king of the world already. He seems to think that everybody kowtows and should be taking orders from him. It's really unbelievable. Yeah, so very disgusting stuff here. Let me make sure I get my camera up. But his arrogance and the fact that he's threatening people in order to start a lawsuit to sue over fake claims, and they're threatening. They're telling this guy Gavin Burrows, you better go to court and say that you hacked people or else, And this poor man is in hiding. He's afraid to tell anybody where he is. I mean, wow, how evil. This is what I'm saying. Prince Harry is so evil. He's no victim here. He is evil. It's not his lawyers. This is Harry. Harry started Byline Times. Harry's threatening people. Harry wrote that threatening letter to the chief of police in Manhattan, in New York City. Harry thinks he's king of the world. He really does. He really needs to be slapped around, in my opinion. Somebody needs to slap him down big time. So he is just as bad, if not worse, than Megalodon. Hi, Ariana. How are you? Hi, Jenna Smith. Yeah. So he's going back to the UK, which TRG predicted. Hi, Anna Phillips, Linda, Dan. How you doing? Yeah. So let's take a look at this. How Harry's feeling about this court case that he's intimidating and threatening this poor witness, this poor man who's got a health condition and can't travel anyways. And they're forging letters in his name. This guy said, I didn't write that. I didn't sign that. And Harry's running to court with this. I mean, my God, how amoral and evil can he be? Honestly, so how's Harry feeling about this court case he's going to on Monday, giving evidence on Thursday? How's Harry feeling about this? Is he, I mean, he's been going to court nonstop since him and Meghan got together. It's been court case after court case after lawsuit after lawsuit. It's just unbelievable. All right, I get positive change. There goes my camera. I'll talk about change there. Yeah, see, Harry, this is part of, I think, Harry thinks this is a positive thing, what he's doing, because, bringing in the New World Order, he's bringing in what he considers a positive change, not positive for you, positive for him and his globalist buddies. And he's going forward with it for sure. He's full of himself right now. And oh, look at this one that came out. Come out of the closet. Yeah. Harry has not officially come out of the closet, but everyone knows from what I've heard in many places he is gay, so it wouldn't surprise me. I'm getting the come out of the closet card. So, maybe somebody's going to be exposing him. Oh, what do you think? Maybe somebody's got to write about that in the news. Maybe the Harry needs to be exposed for that kind of what he's going on there, what he's really doing with Nacho and the horses. We all know the way Harry hugs Nacho and smiles at Nacho, which he never does with Meghan, right? I'm sure there's many more than that. But anyways, let's take a look at this court case. Yeah, Harry is still going ahead with this and threatening. I think Harry is just so evil. He just loves threatening people. It's all a game to him because he doesn't have a real job. It's the problem with not having any work to do. He's just going around causing trouble. So he has too much money and too much time on his hands and too much of an arrogant attitude. And the fact that he comes to the United States and bossing around all officials here and higher ups, acting as if he were some important person, it's really disgusting, despicable. He has no humility. He's so evil, disgusting, ugly man. Talk about, privilege there, right? All the Marx communists always talking about privilege there. My God, Meghan and Harry have privilege on steroids. You don't know the meaning of the word. These two are like beyond that. They are so disgusting and despicable. Yes. Yeah, where's Nacho next week? Yeah, I wonder, where is Nacho? Maybe Nacho's there with him. Maybe he's traveling with Nacho. You never see Megalodon going with Harry these court cases. Yeah. So it looks like he's getting a positive. He's feeling positive. He likes the attention. He likes going to court, apparently, and wasting millions of taxpayer funds on his court cases. I don't know who's funding all his court cases, Where's he getting this money from? King Charles, are you sending him this money? He's getting millions of pounds from somewhere. It's like, what, 38 million pound trial I read? Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to see, did he threaten Gavin Burrows? I think Byline Times, I think that's Harry directly. Harry likes threatening people. He's all over the internet. He's all over social media threatening people. You know it. He's one of the trolls out there. Probably talking to him, you think you're talking to a troll. Him and Meghan, they have nothing else to do. Absolutely nothing but threaten people and harass them. It's so evil. So evil. And they got their Byline Times and their paid for Sussex Squad to help push their evil out even further. So disgusting, so demonic. Anyways, here we go. How's Prince Harry feeling about this trial? This one about the phone hacking that he totally fabricated and got all these people involved with it, like Elton John and everyone else. Mm-mm-mm. All just for PR for him. It's all just to try to make himself look like some kind of warrior, like he's fighting for. Remember in the beginning, him and Meghan were saying they're fighting for you. Oh, Nacho said that. Nacho said that on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Harry and Meghan fight for you. It's for you, little people. It's not for them. What a joke. I mean, they think we're stupid. They think we're so stupid. Harry sends out Nacho to try to make himself look better. Oh my God. Yeah. I like how Megalodon's influencing him going to court so much. Miss Rachel Zane, right? Is it not looking good for Harry? Neither court case is looking good for him. But that Mahmoud Shabudi or Shaba Mahmoudi, whatever her name was, she may get him a win with the security. Now it would be totally political. It wouldn't be based on merit. We'll see what happens. She's the reason Harry's going to Birmingham with the Invictus Games, because she's in charge of Birmingham. Apparently, that's what that YouTube reporter Linda, I think her name is. Can't remember her name. Come to me. Anyways, focus on this. Let's see. Harry and the court case. How's it going? What's his attitude? Did he threaten Burroughs? Yeah, it's a shame he goes to court case when he's exposed as a fraudulent. Yeah, exactly. It is disgusting. Only son of King Charles gets away with this, with everything. Unbelievable, his arrogance. Okay, so let's see. Harry's court case. Let's see what the cards show. General attitude here. Hierophant reversed. See, Hierophant upright is being moral, doing things the correct way, the moral way, the right way. Everything Harry does is crooked, evil, satanic, diabolical, major arcana. He's working with a group. Obviously, his lawyers are supporting him with this stupidity and compromising their own reputations and selves as well. Oh, 9 of Swords. Yes. Harry is a head case. He's a miserable, miserable man. He's mentally ill. And and there's Meghan the snake in the front. You see Meghan over there laughing and smiling. Hi, with her rictus grin. So you got Meghan over here smiling for the camera. And there's Harry like, oh no, they're coming to get me. They're going to kill me. So Harry's paranoid AF. He is a pompous freak. He thinks he's some kind of thought leader. And him and Meghan the snake are just completely insane, out of control, psychotic. That was the basis of the situation. Princess of Swords. It's about speech, freedom of speech, watching the hawk, watching that freedom of speech there. That's the real basis, is they don't want freedom of speech, right? It's all about censorship. And this is a part of it. Because destroying the newspapers is one of the angles that globalists are using to attack us, as well as attacking X and blocking X. And right now, I heard that Keir Starmer is trying to get Australia and I think New Zealand or Canada to all team up and block X. So it seems like there's this coordinated effort to try to stop free speech. And Harry is 100% behind that kind of tyranny. He hates free speech as well as the rest. They don't like the truth getting out. Did Harry threaten the Burroughs man, Gavin Burroughs? Oh, yes. And see, I'm getting Magician, which is like the PR card I use often. And of course, Harry used the Byline Times, which he started with a couple of phone hackers, both criminals, and Steeple Times wrote about that again, as well as Dan Wooten. So yeah, Harry did do it 100%. I'm getting a big yes on that. All right, next. So yeah, really evil stuff here. This is all Harry is doing. He's completely insane. I'm getting he's completely insane, and he's following, taking bad advice. I mean, he's not thinking straight. So what's he now? The Hierophant too. You could see as the royal. Some people see it as a royal family. So if you see it reversed, it's also an attack on them as being against his family, because he knows his family and his father can't stand him having gone to court. Is what it appears. So what's he expecting to happen with his court case? Oh, 10 of Wands. Yeah, I don't think he expects to win. He knows it's a lot of work. He's overwhelmed. Everything's out there, and it's going to be a finale, but it's going to be over. But he's getting what he wants, which is the PR. So it's the point was not the verdict. He's spending millions of dollars just wasting it because it's all about PR. It's all for PR, so he can get his byline times to make up puff pieces that are total BS. And so they're going to fabricate tons of lies on the byline times, and that's the whole point. That's what it's all about. Oh my goodness. It's all about destroying your freedom of speech, free press, and so that Harry can take out, like he wanted to take out Piers Morgan. He wanted him arrested. Remember that? Right? Is using this to attack people and try to destroy them. I'm hearing right now there's people still being debanked and just attacked by the globalists. They just love to destroy people's lives financially, as well as debanking them, deplatforming them. So basically, Harry's trying to deplatform, the newspapers here, Associated News. He's trying to take them out of business. Yeah. Yeah. So what is he worried about? What does he not want? Was he worried about here with this? And I get 10 of Cups. Well, he certainly doesn't want people to, in the community, it's a community card. I also see this as a royal family card too. So upright would be, family, cohesiveness, the community happy. At least the globalists certainly don't want that. They don't want people happy. They want people upset and angry. And so he's evil, and he's out for chaos and destruction and to attack people and threaten them. The audacity of him to threaten someone, to force them to give evidence as the basis for his entire case is absolutely, the arrogance is just over the top. It's insane. Harry is crazy, but yeah, he doesn't want peace and happiness. Harry doesn't want calmness. He wants to attack and get everybody upset. What's he hoping for with this? Oh my goodness, the High Priestess reversed. Wow. So he is hoping to make things crazier. He's paranoid and delusional, and he thinks there's some secrets out there and someone's out to get him, and he wants to expose it all. And he's, demonically possessed. I can see this is possession as well. He's continuing his craziness and his insanity. He wants to continue with it. He wants to continue spreading his crazy paranoid ideas with his Sussex Squad, his byline times, and his other ways of attacking people. He wants the craziness. He wants to continue the craziness while at the same time pretending to try to help mental health. Such a hypocrite with everything he does. He's so evil, and this is also the evil spell work. I would say this as well. Alternate religions, because I'm getting the Hierophant, which is like the official church of Satan, and over the Masons, whatever that would be, the Masons or whatever. And over here would be more witch work with Meghan and spell work, unofficial pagan evil religions here with the High Priestess reversed, be malevolent forms of it. So this is what Harry's working with and working on, and this is the reason. This is what Harry and Meghan are involved in. Yeah, diabolical duo. Yes, in more ways than one. Yes, they're totally evil and destructive and psychotic and trying to make people crazy with this psyop. So how's Meghan affecting Harry? Let's look at Meghan, how she's affecting him. Oh yeah, she's all in on it. He's like, how can I make money from this? Absolutely. She's behind this 100%. She's like, get as much as you can. Give me some money. Take him to court again and again. Waste all your money on this. Yes. And she loves the attention. She loves that he's focused on this and gets her attention, and she can pretend like, I keep telling Harry don't do it, but he keeps filing lawsuits. Well, we all know what a lie that is. She loves filing lawsuits. She files them all the time against her father and sister and other people. So yeah, so she's loving this. She's trying to figure out. See, have you noticed that as this court case is going on, what's Meghan doing? She's selling her jams, and now she's got her cheesy. She's got this crappy little black bookmark thing. It's not even a bookmark. A bookmark's nice and long. Her crappy little thing is like a little nothing. And she claims that it's made in the UK, which I don't know if anyone's researched that, because I don't buy that for a second. I don't believe it for a second. The only reason she would have those little black fell asleep here little things with her crappy handwriting, I think that she's trying to say it was made in the UK because she's going to the UK, so she wants to make it look like she's giving you jobs. Right? Isn't that so wonderful? Meghan's giving you some work to do. I don't think so. Everything Meghan makes is from China, in my opinion. So I'd have to see. I'd have to see proof from an investigative journalist looking into where those little bookmark things Meghan claims are made in the UK, because I just don't buy it. I don't believe it. That's what she says, anyways. But she's merching. She's merching her crap. She's merching some bookmarks with tea and pushing that out as a bundle or something. So she knows she's getting attention for this and using it to merch. So, but she's a minor arcana in this. This is most Harry's paranoia and craziness. So what's going to happen next? And we have the Prince of Swords, which is the fighter. It's like the Knight of Swords. So yeah, so he's going to be on the attack, making lots of puff pieces with his byline times. And so that's what he's there for. He's enjoying that. He gets to make these false accusations. Of course, his lawyer's coming out and trying to claim that's not true. Oh, this guy, Gavin Burrows, said, I didn't write this. It's forged. And Harry's lawyers are coming back and say, yes, you did. Yes, you did. We have the email chain. Yes, you did. You wrote it. It's like, the guy said he didn't sign it. You know, you can't. It's crazy that they're trying. They're really trying to do everything they can. It's so insane. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I heard she's demanding Invictus pay for 4 floors of a hotel. Yeah, 4 rooms, not 4 floors. Yeah, she is over the top. You know, everything with her is just ridiculous because they're so demonically possessed. They don't think rationally with anything. They're totally crazy and irrational. So how's it going to go? Wah, wah. Not looking good. Oh, 9 of Cups reversed. Oh, Harry and Meghan, they are not getting what they wish for. They're not getting what they want. No, they're not. They're not getting their wish come true. They're losers. They'll always be losers. There you go. So they're going to lose as usual, as they always do in court, because this absolutely ridiculous. This even went to court based on fake evidence where the person who made the evidence said, I didn't make that. I didn't sign that. So yeah, it's not going. The judge is on the side already of the newspapers. You can see that already. So, you know, it's just Harry has too much money and nobody's stopping him. He really needs to be restrained. And as didn't somebody once say, it was a military person who said Harry needs to be put in a bubble room and, you know, lock him in a bubble room somewhere. I mean, he really does need that because this is just so ridiculous, this type of stuff he's doing here. Yeah. 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 I hope the judge be. I hope, you know, Harry really needs some mental health help himself. And I hope a judge addresses this issue because these court cases, he's getting crazier and crazier with each court case. And even the last time he was in court, the lawyers were making, with the security and how crazy Harry's being with security. He has security. He wants this extra security that he doesn't deserve anymore because he's not a working royal. And they were alluding to then that Harry, you know, may need some rehab or something or some in-house help there of mental kind. Yeah. Oh, you heard they postponed because they're going to settle. Well, I don't know. He's supposed to be in court on Monday, so it doesn't sound like they've settled unless they settle over the weekend. Yeah, they might be. But whatever it is, it's not going to be a win. I don't see winning here. I don't know. There's Harry has done so much dirty lying, you know, threatening the witness that I kind of think the newspapers are not going to be willing to settle. I think they want to go to court. They want the judge to, you know, expose all this. They want this in the newspapers. They want this reported. They're like, oh no, we're not settling. We want this in the news. Because all this is just really, it's unbelievable. You can't make it up. How crazy and diabolical and evil Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are. Yes. Yeah, even when they lose, they pretend to win. Exactly, OSV. Exactly. He'll come out and even if he only wins a symbolic win of like $1, they come out like we won, we conquered, we slayed the dragon. When it was just a symbolic thing because he's the Prince Harry, he gets a symbolic wins in the past anyways. But even if he loses, they're still going to act like they're winning, or he'll be appealing it or whatever, you know. No, Harry will say it was a stitch up. Like last time Harry lost the security battle, he blamed King Charles and he called it a stitch up. And that's when he did that interview with BBC, was it? Was it ITV or BBC? And he had somebody coaching him from the other side. So you know what'll happen after this decision comes out? Harry's going to do another interview and say it was a stitch up. It was a stitch up. You can already predict that coming. Yeah, it's all about him getting the word out. His lies, his mental illness, his false accusations. Yeah, yeah. You think Prince Harry, the Prince of Swords, looks like a young Charles? Really? Yeah, it kind of does. You're right. He looks like he's holding a Quran too, doesn't it? And King Charles is very Muslim, it seems. There's young King Charles, Prince Charles with the Quran there. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's indicating that King Charles is going to keep Harry from utter devastation in this and maybe get him a settlement. I don't know. He gets involved somehow. You know, whatever happens, I don't see a win. I hope I'm right. I don't think he's going to win. Yeah. All right. So there you have it. That is what I see for Prince Harry and his insane lawsuit based on lies and threats and coercion, allegedly. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks all for being here. Nice chatting with you. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.